Here, based on the work of Don Binstead, are three very simple, straightforward, because I am both simple and straightforward, issues in putting learning together. To me, it's fundamental. Too much emphasis for me on the exciting, interesting, and totally not grounded stuff. This is absolutely grounded. So, three types of reality. I'm going to go into them in a little bit of depth, not very much. I might do that another time in more depth. Content reality, process reality, environmental reality. You can read that for yourself. I'm sure you can. So tapping the screen and hoping that it moves forward. First of these is content reality. What that means is within what you are delivering is the content, the stuff that actually is the basis, the substance of what you're working upon and trying to get others to learn from. Is that real? Can people relate to it? The trouble is, as soon as you get two people in a room, suddenly you're having the potential benefit of whatever it is you're doing, because two people have got different needs, different variables, different motivations, different support, different everything. So that's why I always think it's best to work one-to-one, irrespective of whether you're working one-to-one coaching or whether it is, for instance, you're working in groups. Content reality. Do we think often enough about the perceived by those with whom we work reality of the content of what we're working upon? Or do we just say, oh, this works really well for everybody, I'll just inflict it on them? Content reality is important. Process reality. This is not the what, it's the how. So do we think about that often enough? Particularly if we're working, for instance, in interpersonal skills areas, team working areas, anything which involves working together, particularly in groups, customer issues, whatever. Do we think enough about the process, the how this really happened in reality, and how much of that can we bring into either the classroom or can we take out of the classroom and into the environment? I'll talk a bit about that later, that people are more accustomed to be doing this in. So the how is important. I mentioned their environmental reality. I don't mean the green stuff this time. I mean the context. In a classroom, it's a totally alien, different, foreign place to where most learning takes place. Most of what we learn is not out there in a classroom. Most of it is in whatever means the real world for us. And how often do we think about the total disconnect between the environment, the physical environment in which we're doing learning, and the amount of travel people have to do, literally, to get back to their reality which looks different to this. Yes, we can do some of that. I've done some of that. I've worked in environments where houses have been created in a made-up street, for instance. It's okay, but it doesn't really work. To me, the best way to work environmental reality is to get out there where people are really learning. And that's hard, not always possible. But there you are. Three areas of reality, I think, and again, Don Binstead is the guy who I read this from ages and ages ago. I'm talking about 38 more years ago. Three elements of reality in learning design. Content reality, what it is that we're getting across to people, process reality, how it is we're getting that across, and environmental reality, where and the context, the physical context of what it is that we're doing, whatever that happens to be. I hope that helps.